Hello guys, Davinator right here, and today we got some Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 gameplay. Now before I get to the discussion topic for the day, let me just say, this is my best gameplay of Modern Warfare 3 so far, since I've rebought it at least. Now this is, it's nothing special, but it's an okay free-for-all gameplay. I'm not going to tell you the outcome of the gameplay, I'm not going to tell you whether I win or lose. But yeah, it's an okay gameplay, it's fast-paced enough, I'm not camping too much, or if at all. But yeah, it's an okay gameplay, and I think it complements the commentary well, even though it technically has nothing to do with the commentary at all. Now, as for the discussion topic for today, this is really random, okay? It's just something that I thought up. I was like, what do I want to talk about? Oh, okay, why not this? And it's why Tyler Perry's Madea movies suck. Okay, all of them are terrible, and I just want to give my opinion on the reasons why. Now, just Tyler Perry, I mean, he tries really hard to make these movies, but it does not pan out. And yeah, let's go ahead and get to the first problem. Okay, problem number one. They're not funny. That's the simplest problem, which is why I listed it as the first problem, but it's also one of the absolute biggest problems. These movies just straight up are not funny at all. They're not written well, the slapstick is so pathetic and forced, and just the dialogue and the attempted witty banter is just it's not good at all. Okay, Tyler Perry, like I said, he really does try. Okay, he's acting his heart out as Madea and the several other characters that he plays in these movies, throughout these movies, but it just doesn't work out, okay? Madea is not funny. She's not funny at all. She's annoying as crap. And yeah, I mean, Tyler Perry, I'll give him that. That is a talent for him to do that voice and all that physical comedy there. Okay, that's a talent. He can do that pretty well, or at least he can put on that persona. He has a lot of charisma, but it just does not pan out, does not work out at all. And yeah, just the dialogue is terrible. All the writing is awful. They're just not remotely funny, even a little bit, at all. They just suck. Okay, the comedy is terrible. But yeah, let's move on from that. Another problem, and this is a really weird problem that this would even take place in these movies, but there's not nearly enough Madea. Now, based on what I just said, how Madea is not a funny character, not a good character at all, you would think that I would be happy that there's not as much Madea as you would expect there to be in these movies, but really, she's the title character in almost all of the movies, except for Diary of a Mad Black Woman. She is the title character in pretty much all of them. Madea Goes to Jail, Madea's Family Christmas, I think that's what it's called, but I honestly don't care. Because they suck. But anyway, yeah, just Madea. Like, in some of these movies, she only gets, like, 30% of the screen time in the movie overall. And they introduce these boring, bland, generic, just such basic no, not side characters, actually main characters, that are just the main characters of the movie. It's just so perplexing that Madea, the title character, is not the main character. She is a supporting character, and in some of the movies, she's not even really a supporting character. She's just like an extra. She has like a cameo, like kind of an extended cameo, but still like considered to be a cameo. It's pretty ridiculous that Madea is not in these movies that much. I mean, part of me is glad that she's not in them too much because she's just so annoying. Or, well, I shouldn't even say she. It's Tyler Perry. He is not, or is just really annoying. But still, it's weird that she's not in the movies that much. I mean, she's probably. She was in Madea's Family Christmas, I think, the most out of all of them. But, I mean, it still doesn't really help because she's a sucky character, but still, like it at least made sense. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, she's actually in this movie. The title character is in the movie, and she is the main character in this movie. But still, even so, the side characters in that movie that would have normally taken the place of main character in past Madea movies, they were just side characters in this movie. They're so bland, so generic, just so stupid, and they're not funny. And another thing is these movies do not go for nearly as much humor as they should, which transitions into my personal main problem. These movies are way too serious. Okay, now when you hear the concept, or when you hear the plot synopsis, okay, the Madea movies are about Tyler Perry dressed up as an old 60-year-old fat woman, and she's really spunky, and she's rebellious, and she doesn't like to get told what to do. She likes to slap kids around, she likes to yell a lot, and she likes to rant and run around and ram cars into restaurants when the people in the restaurants annoy her. Okay, would you if you never heard of the Madea movies before, if you didn't know anything about them, and I just told you that concept just now, what would you expect? Would you expect a comedy or a dark drama or a dark family drama? You would expect a comedy, wouldn't you? Unless you're just weird. It wouldn't make sense for you to expect anything else. But yeah, you would absolutely expect a comedy, wouldn't you? Well, doesn't matter. And that was an epic fail just now in this gameplay. I'm not gonna lie, that was just pathetic. But anyway, yeah. These movies are just so serious. They're not even comedies, really. None of them qualify as comedies. They're just dramas. Just like straight up dramas. I mean, kind of dramedy. You could call them a dramedy, but really they just seem like dramas. And not good dramas either. Soap opera-y, cheesy, just terrible dramas. And they're just way too serious for their own good. Okay, a movie with Tyler Perry dressed up as a woman should not be a drama. But the biggest example of it, and I kind of got lucky shooting that guy through the smoke there, but anyway, the biggest example of these movies being way too serious is Madea Goes to Jail. On top of Madea just not being in the movie hardly at all, she has like 30% of the screen time in the movie, and you have other bland generic characters playing as the actual main characters in this movie. Okay, on top of her not being in the movie hardly at all, this movie is like a crime drama. Like, seriously, it's about, like, drug addiction and rape and horrible stuff like that, and it's in a movie about Tyler Perry dressed up as a girl. Why would you mix those two plots together? It makes no sense. And it's just not well done drama either. I didn't care for the characters at all. I was just, like, chuckling when this guy is like, oh, and they raped her, and he's talking about something bad that happened to a girl that he knew in his past. It's just bad acting. It's not well written. It just comes off as so cheesy. I mean, you should feel bad when you're watching something like that, but you don't care, because it's just so weird that this type of plot is intertwined with, as I've said like a million times, when it's intertwined with a movie about a guy dressed up as a girl. It makes no freaking sense at all. Okay, Tyler Perry, dude, you really need to figure out which genre you want to play. Okay, do you want to make comedies or dramas? If you want to make a drama, and he definitely does like his dramas, you know, he made, well, I can't even remember the names of the dramas that he's directed, but, because they're just so bland and forgettable, but he definitely likes to make some dramas. Okay, why don't you make those dramas, and then you make your Madea movies and try to go for actual straight-up comedy so it makes sense. Even if your Madea movies are terrible, which is absolutely going to happen, just still, it would make a lot more sense for you to keep the Madea movies as comedies and your other crappy drama movies as dramas. But anyway, yeah, I apologize if this video was sloppy and if I got a little bit ranty at times. But yeah, if you like this video, please rate and comment and subscribe. And if you want to, you can also share. And yeah, I won. So, cool. Get out of my face.